This is KGW News at Sunrise.
These flavored tobacco products have no place in our community anymore.
The e-cigarette company Juul ordered to pay up. We'll have more on the lawsuit netting Oregon millions of dollars. And the bargaining continues today between the union and the Ridgefield School District. And now teachers and staff say they will strike Friday if a deal isn't reached today. What's on the table ahead of the meeting? Plus,
the appeal here was supposed to be that, oh, no one needs AC here. It doesn't get that hot here, only a few days here and there. But now that's not the case.
Yeah, what used to be nice to have around here has definitely become more of a need to have. To kick off today's Good Energy Day here at KGW, we're talking about the need for air conditioning to keep your home cool, the crazy cost of running your AC unit, and new technology that's in the works to bring that cost down. That story is coming up at 5:15.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for watching early this morning. Talking about AC, I would usually segue into the heat, but this morning we have a few raindrops to talk about.
Yes, raindrops. What do those look like?
Well, let's talk about what we're talking about because this is new. We begin with the radar. Upper level low offshore, and we knew this low was going to be out here, but I thought any rain would stay offshore. Now, we're not talking about much. Here's what we're talking about. This is clearly a mainly dry start. There's a speck of rain here and a speck of rain there. Our meteorologist Chris McGinnis reported one of those specks of rain early this morning when he stepped outside to come to work. So all I'm saying is basically don't be shocked if all of a sudden you feel a raindrop this morning. That's about all you would encounter. And most of us won't find anything. It's partly cloudy, 67. This will be generally a partly cloudy day. A nice cool down from yesterday. Yesterday, 93. Today, 84 for a high temperature.
It's going to feel good. All right, Rod, thank you. Hey, a big payout coming for the state of Oregon. Juul Labs, the makers of vape pens and tobacco cartridges, ordered to pay $440 million to settle a 2-year investigation into their marketing tactics, which have been blamed for sparking a surge in teen vaping.
Oregon will receive nearly $20 million of that $440 million settlement. KGW's Alma McCarty brings us reaction from Oregon's Cancer Action Network and from Juul.
Appetizing flavors, sleek design, misleading ads, and free samples. Just some of the ways investigators say e-cigarette maker Juul appealed to youth, marketing vaping products to children and teens.
These are products that people are ingesting in their bodies that are tasting like gummy bears and churros. They're looking like candy. They look like popsicles. They look like things that are intended for children. And we are now hearing directly from this lawsuit that it is explicit.
Jamie Dunphy works for the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network in Oregon. He said the multi-million-dollar settlement with the attorneys general across 34 states sends a clear message to manufacturers.
These flavored tobacco products have no place in our community anymore. Big tobacco has no right to prey on our children.
As part of the multi-state settlement, Juul agreed to stop some of its previous practices, like depicting young people in ads, using cartoons and product placement, and allowing website access without age verification. The company issued a statement following Tuesday's agreement, reading in part that it's a significant part of our ongoing commitment to resolve issues from the past. The terms of the agreement are aligned with our current business practices.
Nicotine is a deeply addictive substance, and that is really the reason we are most concerned about this.
Dunphy says, despite today's news, anti-smoking advocates have a long way to go to address the problem.
It is a direct correlation between making these products taste good and hooking the next generation of smokers. Because tobacco and nicotine are the only products that, when used properly, kill the customer. And big tobacco must constantly find new customers.
Alma McCarty, KGW News.
Today, the teachers union and the Ridgefield School District will go back to the bargaining table, trying to avoid a strike this Friday. This union represents more than 200 teachers and staff. It's asking for smaller class sizes, investments in special education, and competitive pay. The district posted its latest offer on its website Monday and says it's hopeful the two sides can reach an agreement. Negotiations resume this afternoon at 4 o'clock. We will bring you the latest on air and online at KGW.com. Well, for the second day in a row, Multnomah County workers will hold an informational picket in Gresham. Local 88 of the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees is bargaining for a new contract. It represents almost 3,000 workers who are asking for yearly cost of living raises, mandatory overtime pay, and safer working conditions. So far, there have been more than a dozen bargaining sessions, but no deal yet. The union and the county plan to resume negotiating tomorrow. Other headlines we're tracking this morning: the Yamhill County Sheriff's Office arrested this man, Michael Doty, for attempted invasion of privacy of a 12-year-old, and they believe there could be more victims. Police say the victim in this case knew Doty, who is a coach for Newburgh Youth Soccer. According to court documents, he had a camera in a bathroom and a bedroom and recorded the 12-year-old. Anyone with information should contact the Child Abuse Hotline at 503-378-6704. Booster shots that target the latest COVID subvariants are arriving in Oregon. The state is expecting upwards of 150,000 doses. Moderna's booster is for those 18 and up. Pfizer is for 12 and up. To be eligible, you need to have completed your primary series of shots and wait at least 2 months from your last dose or booster. Efforts to bring that ferry to the Columbia and Willamette Rivers now again on hold. Frog Ferry missed a key deadline to apply for federal funding it needed to get the project going. The service also reportedly lacked local support, saying they couldn't find any agency willing to help them develop the plans. And you will no longer need a permit to visit Multnomah Falls or the waterfall corridor in the gorge. The rule went into effect for the first time this summer to cut down on traffic, and now that ending deadline has come. And those are some of your morning headlines.
You will need a ticket to check this out, but I promise you the ticket is worth it. This is the maze at the pumpkin patch. Really the original corn maze around here. They've been doing this now for nearly a quarter century out on Sauvie Island. Eric Patterson, our main man behind the camera on the Sunrise Show, is there this morning. So you got Eric's shot now, the little shot on your screen. That big shot is the aerial footage of this year's maze design.
Ooh,
it's a classic farm scene. You can't see all of it in this shot, but you definitely see that barn in the middle right there.
Got it.
At the very top, you've got a giant pumpkin. Down below, we just missed it, but the faces of the pumpkin patch's two newest farm animals are also in this design. Brahman cows by the name of Cinnamon and Sugar.
That's cute.
So they're calling this a sweet design this year. All right, so back to Eric's live shot this morning. The maze is open every day now through Halloween from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. And then when October kicks in, the maze will stay open on Friday and Saturday nights until 10 p.m. More information available at portlandmaze, MAZE.com.
How fun.
You guys seen all the Halloween stuff that's out
Oh
already?
my gosh, yes, absolutely. I know people that have their decorations in their house up already.
Already up.
Already. I was going to say, I've never made my way out of a corn maze successfully. I've always bailed
I know.
out
Yeah,
the
I'm
side.
waiting.
We've been there a ton. We've been there a ton. Now, one time I took my mom. It was only about 5 years ago. She was probably about 68 or 69 at the time, and we got halfway through it, and she looks at me and says, "Why are you doing this to me?" I'm not built for this
That thing
anymore.
looks huge.
It is.
I want to say off the top of my head, like 8 miles worth of
No.
trails,
Oh,
but
mine?
I gotta, I'll look that
I've
up.
never made it
I'll look
through.
that up.
Oh my gosh.
But not like this way, but like if you go
You
up
ran
and down.
every line.
Yeah.
I gotta look that
But
up.
you can get out in more
There's
earlier
exits,
spots,
yes.
is that right? Or-
No, there's no bailing, Rod.
Once you're in,
Go out
you're
the
in.
side.
Yeah. Then you're spending Christmas, New Year's.
They'll helicopter you out if need be.
All right, I got
8 acres. It's right there.
That is
8
huge.
acres.
Oh, you have the number, yeah.
Here's
There you
Mr.
go.
Carney.
Did I say miles before?
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
Yeah, acres, miles, they all mean the same in my head. Sorry, Rod. Go ahead.
It was the miles that made me cringe, Mr. Carney. I mean, I like fun, but let's not overdo it. All right, red flag warnings in red. This is in effect today. Really, this is most of Oregon, east of the Cascade Crest, including the Hood River Valley, by the way, and then all the way out into Idaho. And the usual culprits here, you've got north winds in the warning area, anywhere from 10 to gust of 30. Humidity factors later today, 15%. That helps any sparks that would ignite into a brush fire to quickly spread. spread. Hot temperatures generally 90 to 100. Burns could hit 100 today. Not that warm in the Hood River Valley, but the Dalles will be back up to 90 degrees today. Okay, and the other story, upper level low parked offshore. It's fetching partly cloudy skies overhead, and it's actually popped a few traces of moisture. And by that, radar does show a few traces of moisture. There's one up east of Battleground. There's some more light rain shower activity between Newport and Tillamook. So don't be surprised if you feel a raindrop this morning. Otherwise, this will just be a typical dry, partly cloudy, not as hot day. Yesterday we hit 93, by the way. Okay, earlier when I came to work, we had thunderstorm activity out here. Here's Enterprise in northeastern Oregon, but now the thunderstorm activity is fizzled out. We're just looking at showers. Temperature statewide, it is 55 out in Baker City with a spotty thunderstorm chance in your forecast today. 61 out in the Dalles. Salem's in the 50s, but Portland hanging in there at 67. Futurecast, here we are at 8:30 this morning. Just basically shows partly cloudy skies continuing. And if this is correct, there's Mount Jefferson. There continues to be at least the chance of a brief shower that would produce a trace of moisture at some point in your life today. All right, 84 for the high, 81 tomorrow. We get back to hot weather Friday and Saturday. Saturday, probably the hottest day of the week, whatever it ends up being, 94, we'll say right now, and then cooling off into the first part of next week.
Rob, thank you.